Welcome everybody to Mr. Ola James TV as Number Synthesis. This morning we are actually going to be looking at conversion of units, especially metrics. Now when you look at the board, we are going to convert all this number on this side to the unit on this side. When you look at it, we mix them together. We have decimeter to kilometer, hectometer to millimeter, centimeter to decameter, kilogram to gram, hectoliter to centiliter, decagram to kilogram, and milliliter to liter. So actually this is a very simple mathematics. So I'll be introducing the table here so that you get to know. From the onset we have 10 millimeter make 1 centimeter, 10 centimeter make 1 decimeter, 10 decimeter make 1 meter, then 10 meter make 1 decameter, 10 decameter make 1 hectometer, 10 hectometer make 1 kilometer. The same thing goes to liter and the same thing goes to gram. So let us look at this table. This is kilo and this is hecto, this is deca. Let's put the DA there. That's decameter. It can be kilometer, it can be kilogram, it can be kiloliter. This same to this. Let's call this side. Let's just give it meter. Meter now. Okay. After meter we have decimeter. Decimeter we have centimeter, and we have millimeter. Now this is decameter DA and this is decimeter. Now it can be kiloliter, hectoliter, decaliter, liter, deciliter, centiliter, and milliliter. It can be kilogram, hectogram, decagram, milligram, decigram, centigram, and or gram and milligram. So that is it there. All right. We need to create a table for this now, which will help us to do our conversion perfectly. But there are things we must note. There are rules we must listen to. Now look at this one. For instance, when we want to move from one unit to the other unit, we start moving from the unit as in 100 tens and unit. 100 tens and unit. When we have 28, 8 is the unit, 2 is tens, 1 is the unit here, 7 is the unit here, 0 is the unit here, and 4 is the unit here. Of course 6 is the unit here, and here we have 6 as the unit. So now let us move from this decimeter to kilometer. Now we go from deci. Now this is decimeter here. Now we start with 8. 8 comes this way, and when you look at it, decimeter, are we moving this way to kilometer or this way to kilometer? No, we are going to kilometer, so it is this way to kilometer. So when I have 8 here, see 8 here, the next thing here is 2. Now the next thing here must be 2. Then after 2, here I have nothing. So, and I still need to move until I get to kilo. Then I will be moving with my zeros and zeros. Now since I've got it to my destination with 0, then I put point here, not here, but here, after the number, under the kilo, point. This has given us our answer, which is 0.0028 kilometer. Now simple. Let's go to the hectometer now. Hectometer to millimeter, hectometer to millimeter, hectometer to millimeter. So what is our unit? That is the first question we ask ourselves. What is our unit here? Our unit here is 1. So go to hectometer and write 1. This is hectometer. I have my 1 here. Now I want to move to millimeter, and millimeter is at the end here. So I keep moving here. I have 1 here. So go to the front. I have 2. Further, I have 9. Further, I don't have anything here, but I have to move to millimeter. I have to get here. So I'll move with 0. Remember I told you, when you get to your destination, you put your point here, but point here makes no sense. It changes nothing. So we just have this as our answer. That is our 129,000 millimeter. So let's go to the third one. The third one here, what are we having? We are having 8,967 centimeter. We are going to decameter. So we go to centimeter and we put the unit of this number under the centimeter. Where is centimeter? Centimeter is here. What is the unit? 7. 7 comes here. 7. Then what is the next thing we do? We are moving to decameter. Decameter is actually located here. So we move this way. So moving this way, we can see we have numbers to put there, not that just 0. So we have number here. This one is going to be 6, and here 9, here 8. Oh, have we gotten to decameter? Yes, we have gotten there. Yes, we got to decameter, and that is our answer. But before we call that our answer, remember, after you get to your destination, you put point. After you get to your destination, you put what? Point. So here, from centimeter to decameter, you have 8.967. So that means 8,967 centimeter is equals to 8.967 decameter. Now we are going from this one, we are changing unit now, no longer meter but kilo now, kilogram. We are going to grams now, that is weight, kilogram. Now let's see, we have 0.825 kilogram, we are going to gram. So we start from gram, we move from gram. So gram, what is our unit here? What exactly is our unit here now? Let's draw this line. What is our unit? Our unit is 0. So under the kilogram, we will not ignore the 0. We put the 0 there. 0. Now, the next thing we have is 8. We are moving to gram. Where is the gram? Okay, gram should be here. If you want to go to gram, gram should be here. Liter should be here. So we are going to gram now. So this one, we keep moving towards this direction. That means we have number to write. So that means we have 8 here. We have 2. And we have 5. Have we gotten there? Yes, we have gotten to the gram. So this is the answer. Because we got to the gram successfully, if you put point here, it makes no difference. Because 825 point maybe 00 or 825 is the same thing. So we just have our 825 grams. That is what that is going to give us. Let's continue. Let us continue. We are now moving from liter now. That is what? Capacity. Liter. We have 134 hectoliter. 134 hectoliter. We are moving into what? To centiliter. Okay, let me use green marker. To centiliter. Now, hectoliter. Remember, the first thing we write under hecto is the unit. This is 100. This is 3/10, and this is 4 units. So we go to the hectoliter. This is hecto. We put the last number there, which is 4, as in the unit. Then we are moving towards which direction now? Centiliter. Centiliter is this side, so we are going this side. But do we have number to go that way? No. Rather, the number at the back is there. So the number is here. So we can just slot in the number somewhere here. We can write our 13 here. We can even put it here. But no, let us just keep it here so that it can be very obvious. We don't have anything to do with this direction. This is where we want to move to. But unfortunately, after 4, there is nothing in the front of it. So therefore, we move it 0. 0, 0. Remember, have it at the back of your mind that you are going to centiliter. You don't stop until you get to centiliter. So when you get your centiliter with 0, if you put point here, it does not make any sense. So that means our answer is now 134,000. That is it. So we are having 1,340,000 centiliter. Isn't that very fantastic? This is very, very simple. A very, very simple way of getting your what? Your conversion done. Let's go from 6 decagram to kilogram. Decagram to kilogram. Decagram to kilogram. Now, look at it. We are 6 decagram. Decagram is located here. This is decagram. And that is what? Weight. Decagram. So the 6 is just the only one there, and that is the unit. Write it there, put it 6. Then you are going towards which direction? You are going to which direction? We are going towards this direction here, kilogram. So this direction is kilogram. Kilogram is located here. But there is nothing to write, so rather we write zeros. So we have 0 here and 0 here. So when you get to your destination, put point here. No, now this point makes sense. You know, if these are the destination of both points here, it does not make any sense. But now when you put point here, it makes sense now. So your answer now becomes 0.06. So therefore, to convert 6 decagram to a kilogram, you are having this. You are having this. Now, let us look at this one now. We have 48.39 milligram. 48.39 milligram. Or, sorry, milliliter. Thank you. Milliliter to liter. Milliliter to liter. Where's our milliliter? Milliliter is there. Let me create more space there. Okay, let's create a kind of cell for that operation. So we have this, but your unit is what? Remains 6. Your unit is 6. Now the unit is going to stay under the milliliter. Where is our milliliter? Milliliter is there. Put your 6 there. 6. Which direction are you going? We are coming to this direction, and this is the space. This is the box we are coming to. But let us see. Let us see. In this direction that we are moving, since we have written 6, you see, in this direction that 6 is going now, we just have only 4 here. But class, what are we going to do to this 39? We don't have choice. You just have to write the 39 here because you have to be part of your answer. The 39, we are not moving towards that direction. The direction here, we are not moving towards it. We are moving this way. So we have only business to do with these ones. So this one, let them just register their presence because they are in the question. They register their presence there. Then we keep moving. We have not gotten to the what later that we are going to, but we have stopped here. So since we don't have any number to write here and here, we put what? 0, 0. Remember, when you get to this place, you put your point there. When you put your point there now, seeing your answer this time around, you have what? 0.04639. 4639. And this is just the answer. Now at this junction, I'm going to tell you, look at it very well. You will see that conversion of unit is actually very simple with Mr. Ola James. Look at it. Just keep moving. Get this table straight.
Oh my, it's taking me out.